Ladies and gentlemen, also known as Big Beef, please welcome Dakota Caldwell.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with Smoken Joe. I'm happy to be here with you guys back on the Dakota Show as well. And so when I first heard his music, I thought I gotta get him on the show. So here he is, Smoken Joe.
Hello, Dakota. Thank you so much for having me. And this song is called Make It. It's the newest release from my band Dead Larry. The pressure's pushing down on me, and I don't think I can take it. It's something that you love so much that you just might break it. See, they got that something special. You just can't fake it. What has been and what will never be, I don't think that I will make it. But I bet we all will say that these were the best days of our lives, when we all thought the human race could survive, and there was hope for a better way to be alive. And now all I wish is that I could say that we tried, but we didn't try, we lied. And we fight for our equality, but we make our own bed. And I wonder, will it ever be, or just left for dead? I don't believe in your fantasy, this he said, she said. To me it is plain to see that more than tears will be shed. But I bet we all will say that these were the best days of our lives, when we all thought the human race could survive. There was hope for a better way to be alive. And now all I wish is that I could say that we tried. We didn't try, we lied. We lied, we lied. No, we never told the truth. We lied, and we left it up to you. We lied, 'cause it's all that we ever knew. We lied, and I cried for you, for you. But I bet we all will say these were the best days of our lives, when we all thought the human race could survive, and there was hope for a better way to be alive. And now all I wish is that I could say that we tried, but we didn't try, we lied. All right, all right, all right.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Thank you,
Is
thank you.
is that one out on CD already as we speak,
Yeah,
or?
it just came out. It just came out on May 16th. Dead Larry released that on all streaming platforms. It's just a single, and it's called "Make It," and it's our first release of the year, the first release in a while. And I'm
Yeah.
still working on a music video for it, so I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm excited about that song.
Yeah, I'm sure that you have had time to maybe look at your music video, because that was my first question. Like, what have you been doing during this pandemic of COVID-19?
Oh well, I mean, I guess at the very beginning of the lockdown, and when we started getting really serious here in Minnesota, I created this Facebook group called Live Stream Cover Challenge. You see? And
Yeah,
it was a simple idea. I just wanted to challenge my friends and have us challenge each other to play covers, and we had to learn them in a day and then go live and play them. Well, this idea really caught on, and in 2 weeks, I had 20,000 members, and now we're sitting at about 35,000 members. So that was what I did the first month of quarantine, was just live stream cover challenges. I've done
that's
118,
awesome.
118 covers, something like that, and it came out of nowhere. And then a few weeks ago, I finally kind of got through my writer's block and started writing more music. So then I took a break from the covers. So really, I've just been focusing on
Yeah,
improving my skills and writing songs and learning as much as I can about, playing guitar and making music. Now that I'm not out on the road performing, it's
yeah,
time to create, and just connect with the songs.
yeah. And that is the time to do it, is
Absolutely.
you know, um and that's my hope for everyone that watches us, is that that I hope that they did something productive during COVID-19, and
Right. Oh, we've
use
been
this,
productive.
yeah, use this during a learning experience, and stuff like that, because
Oh,
this is
absolutely. I got to spend
something that,
a lot of time I wouldn't have gotten to spend. I got to spend with my wife, and that's really,
yeah,
really special, and it's an interesting time, and I'm just kind of taking it as it comes. There's no real sure future right now, so it's just kind of a day by day, and try and be positive,
yeah,
and make people happy and make music,
yeah,
really.
yeah. That's the number one thing in life: make people
Yeah,
happy
and make
and make
yourself happy doing
music.
it, and it's like,
Yeah,
suddenly I had time. We completely rearranged our apartment, you know what I mean? Cleaned out our storage unit. We did a lot of stuff.
yeah,
It's still going.
yeah. That's pretty cool. Um, and so after COVID-19, my second question is, are you planning to go on tour soon?
I will go on tour as soon as I possibly can. Um, the whole thing about it is that just that we got to make sure it's safe for people to gather. It's like I don't really want to take any chances
Yeah,
with our fans. We care a lot about our community, and
um,
I would like to think that things will be ready for touring by middle of the winter or this next spring at the latest.
yeah,
That's like my goal, I guess.
yeah. Unfortunately, that's what they're saying, is they hope to get everything back up and going by next spring as well. Have you ever thought about coming to Storm Lake, Iowa?
Well, I used to help put on a little music festival out there in Lorenz, Iowa, if you know where that is.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
we did
yeah,
it a few years. It was called Fall Frolic, and the place was Hidden Acres Music Farm. We played a lot of music up in northwest Iowa. I think the closest we get to Storm Lake is Okoboji or Mason City,
Okoboji. Yeah.
or Arnold's Park.
Yeah.
Storm Lake, it's not a huge town, so in order to make it, worthwhile, you have to have a lot of people that are going to go, or enough people that are going to
Yeah.
go. Not that it's not possible to make it a successful time, but like it's just a little off the beaten path, which is kind of why we
Yeah.
kind of get as close as
Yeah.
we can. Um, and then hope people come see us. But, you know, given the right, you know, opportunity, I'd play anywhere, Storm Lake included.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, get your music out there and everything like that. Um, and then my next question is, I kind of, I know you just released one, but it says, when can people expect a new EP or album?
Oh, that's a really good question. Dead Larry, my oldest band, Dead Larry, who is turning 16 years old, the band is.
Okay.
In a couple weeks. I think we have 6 albums, and then now we have 2 singles. We are going to release singles and whatever we want, whenever we feel like it, and there's no set time. Dead Larry's very chill. Iron Star, on the other hand, is a bit more active. It's a new band. You know, it's like we're trying to get our sound out there. So I would say you'll have an Iron Star album by spring 2021. I would say that we're going to release at least 1 or 2 more songs, and then we'll release the whole album.
That's
when it's ready.
pretty.
It really depends. Like once we can get together and practice and record and rehearse, like it'll go a lot
Yeah.
faster. But right now
It comes together. Yeah.
Not being able
But
to
now
have practice is tough.
Yeah, that's hard too as well.
But soon.
And then number 4 would be, where can people purchase your merch and CDs at?
Oh my goodness. Well, let me tell you, you can get Iron Star's single and Iron Star t-shirts and stickers and stuff at IronStarBand.com. IronStarBand.com is new. It is a new website, and it has our music video and, you know, a little bit about us. IronStarBand.com is where to get Iron Stars merch. Dead Larry is going a bit guerrilla style. We have a virtual merch booth posted up on our Facebook, and you just connect with us on the Facebook, and then, you know, PayPal, Venmo, we'll send it to you. It's very, very like guerrilla style. And then Smoken Joe, my acoustic music and my big band project, SmokenJoeOnline.com. So IronStarBand.com and then SmokenJoeOnline.com are great places to start. Once you kind of get into like get into the music that I make and am associated with, it's really easy to like fall into a rabbit hole and be like, oh, there's more music and there's more music and there's you know.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I hear you have another song for us here.
Absolutely.
Take it away.
Let me get my headphones sort of on my face. All right. This song is actually Iron Star's very first single, but it's also been released by Dead Larry and also by Smoken Joe. So this song will be on 3 albums by the time all is said and done. So suffice to say, people like this song. It's called So Close. I want you to feel me. And I want to wrap myself up in you. But we are so close. We are so close. We are so close. And we are so close. And I have it all under control. And I feel it's nothing I can do. But we are so close. When we are so close. When we are so close. When we are so close. Oh. Well, I am more than a sacrifice, paying more than the price, wanting more than a kiss goodnight, needing more love without a fight. I am more than a sacrifice, paying more than the price, wanting more than a kiss goodnight, needing more love without a fight. I am more than a sacrifice, paying more than the price, wanting more than a kiss goodnight, needing more love without a fight. Yeah, 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 without a fight. Yeah. And I will be waiting here for you. 'Cause I don't know what else I can do. But we are so close. When we are so close. But we are so close. When we are so Well, that song was has an awesome music video. It's probably one of the coolest things I've ever done. I helped choreograph the whole thing. It was like kind of like my grand design. I had a lot of help, lot of help, but like I was given a lot of creative control. And I suggest if you haven't seen the Iron Star So Close video that you check it out.
Yeah, I will make sure I share that with our listeners here at the Dakota Show. And I will have it down below in the YouTube video.
So this song is actually officially not even really released as a song.
Oh, really?
I released it.
A new song.
Yeah, and I've never played it live before. I've never played it. I wrote it one night, and over the like 3 to 5 hours, I wrote it and I recorded it, and then I worked on it the next day, and then I released it the day after. So it just kind of came pouring out of me, and I've never played it by myself. So I was working on this earlier, and I hope it goes well.
All right.
So this song is called "Come Home" or "Come Out Tonight," and it's just kind of about how we all want to go out, but we can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I just miss everyone.
Yeah.
Ooh, I just thought of something. This is the world. This is the world. But we can't come out tonight. Oh no, no. We're staying home. No, we can't come out tonight. Oh no, no. We're staying home. This is the world we're living in. We're giving it, we're taking it away, away, away. And this is the girl spinning, spinning away, 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 away. You're giving me a fright. Oh no, no, come home. Oh, you're giving me a fright. Oh no, no, come home, come home. But this is the world we're living in. We're giving it, we're taking it away, away, away. And this is the girl spinning, spinning away, 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 away. Oh, yeah. Body's going comatose, looking like you seen a ghost. You're the one I love the most. You're the one I love the most. Body's going comatose, looking like you seen a ghost. You're the one I love the most. Well, we can't come out tonight. Oh, no, no. We're staying home. No, we can't come out tonight. Oh, no, no. We're staying home. Staying home. But this is the world we're living in. We're getting it. We're taking it away, away, away. This is the girl spinning, spinning away, 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 away. There we go. So yeah, first time. It's like trying to decide what to play. And when you listen, if you listen to that song later, there's so much other stuff going on. It's kind of electronic sounding, so it's fun to take some risks out here.
How do you do that electronic sound? I was gonna ask that.
Well, you know, there's a multitude, just either computer software or foot pedals mostly. You know, it's like there's a lot of technology out there that you can just take a normal guitar and make it sound super cool. You know, there's a lot of programs, Ableton, Pro Tools, you know, even GarageBand has really great guitar tones. And it's just since I've been stuck and I have the little micro studio, I've been able to like kind of mess around with recording a lot more, and it's been really fun.
Yeah, and it gives you, you know, experience to grow as well, you know, and get further in your music and come up with more music and stuff like that.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about for me, for sure.
My next questions on here are, what made you get into music?
I believe I've always absolutely adored music. But I would say my father made me a mixtape when I was like 5 of some old like 60s, like Beach Boys and Mamas and the Papas and stuff like that. And I just fell in love with music, and I was making drum sets out of Tupperware when I was 5. I started playing drums when I was 9, and my parents were just so supportive. You know, my dad taught me how to play my first chords on the guitar, and and I took play cello, and so I mean really my mom and my dad just like kind of saw a natural love and just passion for music, and they just supported me the whole way and still do.
Yeah. That's awesome. I kind of laugh when you say Tupperware because I did the exact same thing.
I wanted to hit stuff with sticks.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it was fun. And then actually my parents finally bought me a drum set because I had arranged all the boxes in the storage in a drum set pattern and had sticks and was just absolutely destroying them. And they're like, "Stop destroying our stuff. We'll buy you a drum set." So, it was cool. I'm very fortunate to have such support.
That's awesome. That's good to hear that, support from family members go a long way.
Yeah, because, not everybody has it that easy. Everybody's life is different. And I just, I'm very grateful.
Yeah. I guess that kind of goes into my next question. How early did you start playing music?
Oh, yeah. Drums were my first instrument, and I started at 9. And at the same time, I started playing cello. I switched, and I picked up the guitar at age 11, the electric guitar at 13, and then I started playing bass at 15. I took piano lessons as a kid for just a few weeks. I know the basic hand shapes of piano, but I definitely can't play it. And then I've been singing my whole life. I've as soon as I learned 3 chords, I wrote a song and sang it. I've always been performing, singing, writing. It's just been a great outlet. So I think, as early as 5, but, I was pretty much decided of my career path by the time I was 13.
It's pretty
great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I was the same way with radio broadcasting. And here I am hosting my own YouTube show, and
right, and that's what it takes. You just got to do it. It's like you just do it, and you do it over and over and over, and and then by the time before you know it, you're really good at it. You know what I mean?
You get better each time you do it. You know,
and that's where the passion comes in, because that's how you love something. Because you're doing it, and even though there's tons of little things that aren't that fun, or it's a lot of work, or really tedious, I still love that stuff because I love music, just like you love.
Oh,
music. There's some stuff that most people think is, terrible, and it's like, no, I love that part.
Yeah.
Love it all.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know what it goes into to play music or to host a YouTube show or.
Right. And I'm kind of glad they don't, it kind of keeps that wonder, and when you're doing a show, having movie magic, you know what I mean? And writing a song, it's like, I think if everybody knew all the secrets, it wouldn't be as amazing.
Yeah, because everybody would want to do it.
Exactly. And everybody like, oh, you're just doing that. I know that. It's like, oh. Yeah, no, music appreciation, or people that appreciate music, make my heart so full. Because that's what we need as musicians.
Yeah. And music is emotions,
Yeah, it can be. I mean, it can be. And sometimes it's, it's always emotional, but sometimes, sometimes it's really simple. Like, I'm going to go to, the beach and I'm going to swim. And there's a whole song about that, and it's catchy and it's fun. It's not really that deep, you know what I mean? But it's an emotion, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It puts you in that moment. And I think that's what music is for.
Yeah, it's a really good thing. My next question is, who were your artist influences that you looked up to in playing music?
There are so many, but I've managed to kind of create a basic list. My favorite band of all time is Radiohead. They're one of the most influential bands to me, musically, lyrically, just, emotionally, just the way they live their lives. I really love Radiohead.
Yeah.
And, but growing up, my earliest influences was Metallica, huge one, especially their first bass player, Cliff Burton. He played on the first 3 albums, and I really emulated my bass style off of him, and also Bootsy Collins, who was the bass player for Parliament Funkadelic with George Clinton. So between the Metallica bass player, Cliff Burton, and then the Bootsy Collins in Parliament, that's kind of where I got my bass style. But songwriting, one of my biggest influences is Paul Simon. I love Paul Simon. And then more recently, I'm constantly influenced by my friends, the band Kind Country, the band Space Monkey Mafia, May
Yeah.
Simpson, these local bands from Minneapolis that like they're my friends and I know them, but they inspire me so much. But early on, my influences were very strong. And I was a pop punk kid. I listened to like Blink-182 and Sum 41 and all that stuff. So there's like the rock and roll punk kid that lives inside of me. But
Yeah.
I got into the Beatles and Pink Floyd, and then I was really into that. And then, and then I just started trying to find music in every genre. I love Ludacris. I love Del the Funky Homo Sapien. I love, I like some terrible stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I love Gwen Stefani's solo career, which not a lot of people can say, but but there's music for
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, there is. There's all kinds of music, a huge list that's out there. And yeah.
Yeah. So
Um,
and I look up to my friends the most, I would say, for sure.
yeah, because your friends sometimes, not always, but your friends are the ones that inspire you,
Yeah, and they push me.
inspire people.
Yep, and they push me to
Yeah,
be better. You know what I mean? And they are amazing, and then they're humble, and I love them so much.
yeah, yeah. So my next question for you is, uh, who made you want to play rock and roll music?
Let's see, rock and roll music. That was definitely just my dad loving rock and roll, and I was raised on rock and roll, all of it. I just always been listening to classic
Yeah,
rock, memorized every hit on the classic rock station, and got into metal, and then progressive rock, and then pop rock and indie rock and Brit pop and all that stuff. And so what made me want to play it is I just love to listen to it, and I love the feeling, I love the energy. And then I see on the thing it says what made me want to play folk music, because I also play folk music, and rock and roll helps me
okay.
release all that energy, just really get it out, like heavy and fast, and sometimes like
Yeah,
singing loud with like screaming parts and stuff like that. But also to on the other side, playing folk music, that's the best way to tell a story through music, is through folk
yeah,
music. And I have a lot of stories from my life that I feel are worth writing a song about. So like folk music is the best way to tell a story. Like Bob Dylan created masterpiece stories within 5-minute songs, and you knew these characters and you knew what they went through, and it's amazing. So folk music. And then what else do I play?
yeah.
And then I play just rock and roll and folk music, and then I love I play percussion in like a jam band. So, you know,
Oh, really?
there's so much to love about every kind of music. It's a different kind of release.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You can, um, like you said earlier, that you just get in a rabbit hole, and same with
Mm-hmm.
music genres.
Mm-hmm.
You just get in a rabbit hole,
Mm-hmm.
and you find music that you've never heard of.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. And I'm a strong believer there are no bad genres, only artists you don't like. You can find any in any genre, even if you think you don't like any of it. Somebody is making music in that genre that you like. Like I don't like a whole lot of 80s like hair metal, but I like some of it. you know?
Yeah.
Not all bad.
Now, see, I'm a big country boy. So, do you like any country?
I do. I do not know, nor do I really care for a lot of the like popular country radio. But I'm a big fan of bluegrass, which is kind of a take on country. I've toured with a lot of bluegrass bands. And then when you go back in time a little bit, like Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, um, uh, Loretta Lynn, these country singers from the 50s and the 60s. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
It's very genuine, and yeah, I love country music. I just there's less of it that I enjoy based on like the popular stuff. But even, man, if that song with
Yeah.
Chris Stapleton and Justin Timberlake, that song's amazing. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't
Yeah.
deny it. It's good. It's a good song. Like, it's like, do I really like Chris
Yeah.
Stapleton that much? Like, yeah, he's talented, but it's not really what I listen to. Justin Timberlake, I like a lot of what he does. Put him together, it's like, was glorious. It was country pop, like it,
Yeah.
reached across the aisle, like stuff like that. I can appreciate anything, given a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what makes artists unique. You put two together, they can put on a show,
Yeah, it seems like a waste of time to hate on music. Just turn it off and listen to something else, and don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Putting energy into something you don't like. That it's like just move on.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what that song is now.
Which one?
But I know which one you're talking about. The Chris
Stapleton. Yeah, it's I'll look it up really quick. Justin Timberlake, Chris Stapleton. Say something.
Yeah.
That song, and the video is beautiful too. So like sometimes a good song's a good song. And you just, even if it's cheesy, I love
it. That's good. I see here you have another song for us here today.
Oh, I sure do. And this one is a bit of a throwback. It was a song that really connected me with the people of Harmony Park. It's a music festival grounds in Minnesota, full of very loving, creative, artistic, misfits, and I always wanted to be a part of this scene ever since I heard about it. And I wrote this song before I ever really became popular, and this song really got me a long way with this music scene. It's something I believe in, and I never mind singing it. I believe in every word. It's called "The Place with No Walls." Well, there are no walls surrounding me. In this moment, I am free, and we have arrived, if only in our minds. The place I've always dreamed. Now whether it's a short walk or a 2-day drive, we are driven by our will to survive. And I wonder, will they remember me? Is there enough room to grow my seed? Spending half my whole life in drive, I forget on occasion to enjoy the ride. But now I know it doesn't matter where I'm going, as long as I'm happy and it's showing. But I find it's easy to forget the hustle and the bustle, just breed content. So finding myself among the trees puts my worried mind at ease. And if we keep looking, we're never gonna find what we already have inside. There are no walls surrounding me. In this moment, I am free, and we have arrived, if only in our minds. The place I've always dreamed. And now I have been told I might die today, but it's hard to live your whole life that way. It's hard to realize you're not the first, you're not the best, and you're not the worst. Well, it's all part of relativity, of a worldwide human family tree. Oh, we all come from the same place, we all run in the same race. I know the earth, it will be fine, but if we keep the lows in every eye, then what we hold so dear, it will disappear. And if we keep fighting, we'll never realize that our true home is outside. There are no walls surrounding and we have arrived, if only in our minds, the place I've always dreamed. Yeah. Well, there are no walls surrounding me. In this moment, I am free, and we have arrived, if only in our minds, the place I've always dreamed. Yeah. There we go.
There we go.
There it is.
You know, I was listening to your music earlier today, and I just really love that song. That's one of my
thank you. Yeah.
favorites.
Did you hear the Smoken Joe version, like with all the strings on it, or the Dead Larry version?
I think heard your version.
Yeah, the Smoken Joe version. Yeah, there's just such a wonderful thing about having different versions to songs. You know, it's like there's the heavy rock version that's very nostalgic and it's a moment in time for Dead Larry, and then there's the Smoken Joe version, which is very orchestral. So
yeah,
I have a great time playing this song. You know, you think I get tired of it. It's probably my most popular song, but I don't. So.
Yeah, it's a really great song.
Thank you. It's taken me places, so I'm very thankful for it, and everyone that appreciates it.
Yeah. Anything else you would like to say before we end the show today with you?
Yeah, I would like to encourage everyone to check out our music festival, the Galactic Get Down. Normally, it's a music and camping festival outdoors for 3 days. This year, we've decided to forego the camping and the gathering of 1,000 people, and we're taking it online. So we're doing a virtual music festival where we're going to have, you know, live artists as well as musicians, as well as fire performers, as well as community connections, as well as, you know, anything we can really think of to bring people together, because we don't feel it safe to have the festival at its normal capacity, and we have the ability to take it online. And I think everyone should check it out. Galactic Get Down. We have a Facebook and galacticgetdown.com as well. And then, you know, and then just Iron Star, Dead Larry, Smoken Joe, live stream cover challenge, Galactic Get Down Enterprises. And that's a good mix. And I don't know, I think I said it all: Dead Larry, Iron Star, Smoken Joe, Galactic Get Down Enterprises, live stream cover challenge. And then I work with a lot of other bands that are wonderful that I love to give a shout out to: Space Monkey Mafia, May Simpson, String Dingers, Druzy Rose, like these bands in Minneapolis that are working really hard. And yeah, so shout out to them for being a part of my life. And then, yeah, so you can find me once you find one band on the internet, especially on a Facebook, you can go down that rabbit hole and find all my music. You know, I got Bandcamp, I got Reverb Nation, Spotify, iTunes, whatever, you know.
That's awesome. Very awesome. And you talk about this virtual reality music festival. I got the link too, which I will share with all my viewers down below as well. guys. So check it out afterwards.
Yeah.
And then how does it, like, do you pay and then you get live stream
We
feed?
have been discussing this. It's not really been done a whole lot before, and a lot of the people that have done it are on a higher like level of music. You know, it's like, you know, larger national, international acts and bigger companies. But the way we're doing it, there's going to be an overall free version of the event where, you know, you can get onto YouTube or Facebook and watch it all. But also, we're going to have some sort of interactive aspect where we use Zoom or another chat software, you know, that may have like extra cool, you know, opportunities to either meet musicians or get like better seats, you know, that we may charge for. But it's not going to be anything comparatively to like a music festival ticket. You know what I mean? Like it'll be a
Yeah.
fraction of the cost. But we do want to pay our artists. You know what I mean? So figuring out how to
Yeah.
pay our artists and you know and take care of the bands because they've been hurting. You know, nobody has any shows, so you know I hate to ask them to play for free. So we're brainstorming on ways that you know that we can monetize it without it being, you know, like seeming like, oh, they're wanting us to pay for this. You know what I mean? Like we want it to be
Yeah.
quality. So plus we want people that don't have any money right now to be able to experience it too. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
the answer is it. Some things will cost money. We're not sure what yet. We're still in the throes of all these decisions, but there will be a free option. I know that for sure.
Alrighty. Sounds good. And when you guys do figure out, you know, the prices, are you gonna post that on that
Absolutely, yeah.
online?
We plan on the within the first week of June. So sometime next week, having an announcement. We're gonna have like announcements through June. So by the end of June, we're gonna know everything that's going on. But we're making those decisions right now. And the festival's at the end of July, so we have a little bit of time.
All right. Sounds fun. And I
Yeah.
can't wait to. You know,
Yeah,
I
I'm
will
excited.
be joining as well, and I will get to see your band and you perform there, and it's gonna
Yeah,
be,
I'd love to have you.
yeah, it's gonna be a great time and um, everything. So from, you know, from us down here at the Dakota Show, we just want to say thank you for not only just jumping in at the last minute,
Oh, hey, I like it. You know,
but
I run a show too. You know, the Smoken Joe show every Thursday at 7 on Facebook. I have my own talk show, so I know what it's like to throw shows together,
yeah,
to come in hot, to just like when you're doing this today, right now, cool. We got 5 minutes, let's do it. So I appreciate you, and I always have time for these sorts of things. You know what I mean? I feel like it's good.
yeah, it's a good social interaction,
Yeah.
gets your music out there.
And if people want to know about me, I will tell them.
Yeah, for sure. So I hear that you're rocking us out tonight with
I
one
will
more
rock
song.
you out. And this song is the upcoming single. It is not released. It's just about done being mixed, and then we have a lot of work to do still after that to get it released. But it's Iron Star's next single. It's called A Long Time, and it's just about, you know, just about the passage of time and watching love evolve, and I don't know, it kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah.
But it's just, it'll be our next single coming out in a month or two, probably 2. Goes
All
like that.
right.
Here we go. Thank you so much.
Yep.
It's been a long time since we last spoke. I didn't start it out right. It took everything I had to clear the smoke. You see, I kept it bottled up tight and tightly fastened so as to maintain control. I didn't care for my body. I didn't care for my soul. Oh, the things that I would say to you. let you know that I'm okay and more like you every day. Found a place inside my soul where you can stay, and I just want you to know that you never went away. But if you come at me, I won't fight. Flight is my passion, my feet won't even touch the ground. Over time I have tried to climb, now I'm so high, I am never coming down. But sometimes I still stay up nights until the morning light has broken through. I look up at that brightest star and swear I was looking right at you. Oh, the only thing I need, it's true, is not to hide behind the lies that trip me up every time. We have a home inside that's warm, and we can stay. And I just want you to know that you never went away. There's a feeling I get every time I try something new. It's that same feeling I have every time that I'm with you. It's this feeling I am addicted to. Something kind, something right, something true. It's been a long time. Much everybody. My name's Smoken Joe, and I love the Dakota Show.
Next up on the show, we have Kane, Mendaz, Remembrance, and Jacee Hermstead, Remembrance. Please join me in remembrance of Jacee Hermstead and Kane Mendaz. They sure did plant their fruits here on earth. They will be greatly missed. I looked up a verse in the Bible, and I'm going to dedicate this verse to them. It's Luke chapter 4, verse 5. And he led him up and showed him all the kingdoms ruled in a moment of time. So will you please join me in a moment of remembrance of Kane Mendaz and Jacee Hermstead. Thank you. Next up is a Memorial Day tribute of the people who are fighting and fought in the war, or just fighting overseas, fighting for freedom, and we greatly appreciate that. So today we have the Taps performed by Mr. Adam Perry.
Thank you so much for watching the Dakota Show. We do have a couple more openings. If you're interested in getting your business out there, please visit our Facebook page, The Dakota Show since 2017. Or if that doesn't work, try just The Dakota Show. We can now be reached on Google too. Our information is on there as well. So if you're interested in any projects, any audio projects, any slideshows, anything, for your business, we are the ones that can do it, for the lowest price, free, right now. So, if you want to be on the show, please visit our Facebook page. Once again, click Messenger, and then it will bring you up a form. So, thank you guys so much. See you later.